Change the image. Our title today is Change the Self-Image, Change the Result. Most people believe change happens through effort. They believe that if they push hard enough, stay disciplined long enough, or motivate themselves enough, their life will eventually shift. But this almost never works. Real change does not begin with behavior. It begins with identity. Behavior is downstream. When you try to change action without changing self-image, the mind experiences conflict. And conflict always resolves in favor of identity. This is why people can change briefly and then return to old patterns. Think about it. This is the reason why you are stuck into a negative behavior with no way out. The behavior changed, but the image did not, which can never last. Your self-image acts like a thermostat. You may temporarily push beyond it, but the system will always pull you back to what feels familiar and allowed. This is not weakness. It is how the nervous system maintains stability. The mind is designed to keep you consistent with who you believe you are. That belief does not have to be true. It only has to be accepted. Once accepted, it becomes a law. This explains why lasting change often feels subtle rather than dramatic. When the self-image shifts, behavior follows naturally. No force is applied, no struggle, no constant self-control. You begin doing different things without feeling like you are fighting yourself. This is why some people seem to grow into success. It is not that they suddenly become disciplined. Their internal image expanded, and their behavior adjusts automatically. The mind responds to mental pictures more than words. What you consistently imagine yourself being, the mind begins to treat as familiar. And what feels familiar stops triggering resistance. This is why change feels difficult at first, not because it is wrong, but because it is unfamiliar. Growth creates uncertainty, and uncertainty feels like danger to the nervous system. But familiarity can be trained slowly, quietly, without force. This is the part most people rush past. They try to leap into new identity overnight, and when the mind resists, they assume something is wrong. Nothing is wrong. I repeat, there is nothing wrong. The system is working exactly as designed. Change becomes permanently only when the new image feels normal. Not exciting, not dramatic, normal. That is when effort disappears. This is also why external success without internal change feels unstable. People who win before their self-image expands often sabotage later. They return to old levels because internally they never moved. I repeat again. This is also why external success without internal change feels unstable. People who win before their self-image expand often sabotage later. They return to old level because internally they never moved. True change feels less like becoming someone else and more like allowing something that was previously blocked. The self-image does not need to be destroyed. It needs to be updated, expounded, adjusted. When this happens, behavior stops feeling forced. Confidence stops being an act. Consistency stops being a battle. And progress stops feeling dangerous. This is the quiet power behind positive self-image, not motivation, not pressure, not alignment. When identity and behavior moves together, change becomes effortlessly. And once you understand this, you stop asking, how do I try harder? You begin asking a better question. What image am I living from? That's the main question. What image am I living from? Because the answer to that question explains everything. And in the next chapter, we will explore how imagination, not willpower, becomes the primary tool the mind uses to reshape reality. If this helped clarify something for you, like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok. The next chapter explains how the mind uses imagination to change behavior. This is Wake Up Call. Peace.